You think you've got my number figured out, a motive born in drought and brevity. And if I'm not the soul of your design, I blatantly decline your remedy. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine. Wasn't always just a single shade, a palette full of gray in reverie. And I can burn it brighter than the sun. I have a golden gun inside of me. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else. And if I fall behind, ignoring all the signs, if I lose the fight, I still rage against the night. Don't box I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine.
Welcome to the Wednesday stream. I think it is Wednesday today. Welcome, everybody. Today is mostly, honestly, I was really debating about whether or not there should even be a stream. In fact, I don't even have everything. I don't even have everything set up. Like not even the full lights or anything like that. It's just the one light. Eager, thank you for stopping by. I was questioning whether or not to even do the stream, but I figure we might have a couple of articles to cover. Did you redo the your studio? No, it's the same. It's just I just don't have all the lights on or anything like that. I didn't even bother. Yes, Charlie Kirk did get assassinated, and I think that this is kind of the reason why I'm even going to get up here and say stuff is because I think that I want this kind of to be public record, I guess. At least add my voice on the internet. Doesn't matter how many people see it. But this is a very, very, very important PSA. Given the incident that happened earlier today, folks, I cannot stress this enough. Okay, and I do mean this. Please, you can clip this, and you can share it. You can talk about it. I cannot stress this enough, and this is I cannot stress this enough, and I say this with the utmost urgency. Do not post anything on social media, on any social media, that will get you a visit from some perhaps suited people asking you questions in a small room as they read the post that you did back to you with your lawyer. Does that make sense? Is everyone picking up what I'm throwing down here? Okay. Is everyone picking up what I'm throwing down here? Do not post anything on social media that will get you that will get you a visit by some folks in suits asking you questions in a small room. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. And also, to add to that, which also you can go to my Discord. I made the same post. You can check out the Discord. I made the same post. I'm making the same point now. Folks, this is some real troubling times, because never mind about Charlie Kirk. Okay? Screw that guy. The point is that this incident is going to be used to justify more violence. How much of that violence is going to materialize? I don't know. Is any violence going to materialize from this? Because the right is going to twist this and potentially try to levy that to try to justify violence against the left, against minorities. Yeah, they are going to try to do that. I don't know how much of that is actually going to materialize, but the fact of the matter is that they are. And what I would say is, folks, stay safe, protect each other. This is a time This is a time to close ranks. Okay, this is a time to close ranks. This is a time to be extra vigilant. This is a time to, if you see something, say something, kind of deal. They were going to do that anyways, to be honest. Yeah, but Kirk's incident serves as a clarion call. Does that make sense? Kirk's incident serves as a clarion call, an excuse. Ladybug, welcome. Bipedal meatbag, and just like that, MAGA's now condemning violence. Yeah, I mean, like, the difference is there's a lot of people condemning the political violence, regardless. Nadia. Echo Resto Dragon. Dude. Warning to everyone to watch what you say and watch out for Fed posters. Yes, that's exactly my my spiel. Exactly. Sorry, I accidentally hit a button. My bad. Yeah, that's exactly my spiel. Yeah, that side doesn't care about the facts. No, they don't. They were trying to blame they were trying to blame trans people. Right? I mean, it's wild. We saw from the video that the alleged person that the alleged suspect that they arrested on the scene was like an old white guy. Yes, STFU is every day. Exactly. Like, folks, it is somber vibes because I'm genuinely concerned. I'm genuinely concerned. Not for Charlie Kirk. I'm mainly concerned about the ripple effects of this. That's basically kind of where I'm going with this. So legit suspects hasn't been arrested. It seems like one has been detained or arrested, I guess. It was an old white guy. It was an old white guy. That's who they arrested on scene. The news was saying they never caught the shooter. Really? So I thought they had like some dude like I saw a video of some guy being arrested. Unless that's not him, because it was pretty chaotic. So they may have just stopped that guy for a moment. But that may be the case. That may be the case. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not 100%. Oh, they let the old guy go. Okay, gotcha. There's footage of someone running away on a roof. Really? Couldn't find another source. Person arrested. Okay, gotcha. So they let the guy go. Okay. Okay, so you're right. We don't have. Arrow Marcus, welcome. That's TOS. If you can send it to me. News is saying they never caught the shooter. Yeah, it seems like it. All the news coverage is contradicting each other. Probably because it's all just happening so quickly. Kind of heartbreaking. What's heartbreaking? NBC says it's says someone in custody. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have no idea. Uh, so it's best to say that they had someone and then they let go. They let go of that person. So it's unclear. That's the only thing that we can be assured of, is that there's no clear answer right now. The video that we saw about the guy who's arrested, it wasn't him. Oh yeah, they have somebody on the roof. Why is his death heartbreaking? Who gives a fuck? You know what's heartbreaking? The children that died in a mass shooting just after, just literally moments after. Just literally moments after. People dying is objectively sad, but this guy was objectively a piece of shit. Yeah, like my heart doesn't break because Charlie Kirk is dead. Okay, I really don't give a shit. Kids died. Yes, there was literally a mass shooting right after. Right, like it was in a different area, obviously. But there was a report like right after. Evergreen, Colorado. There you go. So yeah, I my heart breaks for them. But not for Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk spent his entire life, or his entire career, I guess, as a media personality, building a world based on hate and bigotry. So excuse me if I don't really care about what happens to him. I heard injured, not died. Okay, well that's good. That's good, because I thought it was really bad. And it happened like right after too. Tots and taters. He is dead. That has been confirmed. Yeah. It's really bad. It traumatizes the kids. Yep. Yeah, my heart aches for him. My heart aches for them. In other news, I switched money on my car insurance by switching to Geico. Is that even true anymore? Is that even true? Anyways. This is I can show this much. It appears that just for safety, it appears that there is some dude on the roof there. You can kind of barely see him, but that's pretty much what ground level news was talking about. So yeah, it's possible that the suspect managed to peace out. Turns out dude was just smoking a J and realized how suspicious he looked. I did notice some news channels didn't say he died until Trump posted it. Yeah, and a lot of like, it's also, you know, the news was so fast. Like everything was happening so quickly that like you had like this stuff being reported way later, even though we knew about it earlier from social media. All right, folks, we'll just go through some of this real quickly. I guess even if it's wrong, you can still say the president said it. Oh, yeah, that's how they reported it. The president, they reported it exactly like that. They reported it as Trump says Charlie Kirk is dead. But in this case, I know that Trump isn't like a paragon of truth. But in this case, yeah, he wasn't lying. In this case, he wasn't lying.
We have a Tim Pool clip. Oh, what ridiculousness is he saying now?
He's debating a guy I've seen on.
Is this the Alex Jones guy?
I'm not sure who this is.
Isn't that guy the Alex Jones guy?
Joel Webbin. I'm not sure.
I don't know who he is.
Tomlinson, but he's debating a guy named Pisco Liddy, and who I've seen on Twitch before. I'll have a citation here in a second. But here are them talking about.
What show is this?
This is Culture War.
This is Tim Pool's show. Okay.
Yeah.
Conversation about Mahmoud Khalil. And
Let me just stress something real quick. What Pisco does is he tries to trap you into an absolute position that you will.
If I'm correct, chat can correct me or roast me later in the comments. Pisco is a lawyer, I think, or was I think he is a lawyer or was studying law. I can't remember. Anyway,
will deny 800,000
Hold on 1 second. Didn't he accuse me of doing that too? He accuses everybody
This reminded me of your comment.
trying to force him to take a position on stuff instead of pretending like he's...
Tim, are you principled? Like, what do you believe in, Tim? Wars with culture. No idea. I'm thinking of the word fish. Ha! Trump is ordering the flags at half-mast for Charlie Kirk. Jesus Christ. Are we serious? Are we serious? I agree, Dick Quack. I don't really care. Influencers and authors are public figures now. Apparently. Why? I don't know. Who cares? Like nothing matters, right? Like some horrible right-wing podcaster dies, and they're ordering the country to put the flags at half-mast. Whatever. Deeply unserious country.
Sort of plays both sides of the fence.
Yeah, he's just a weather vane or windsock.
Tries to trap you into an absolute position that you will deny 800,000 times, like I've done throughout the entirety of the show.
I can tell for the last 2 hours.
Wait, hang on a second.
Right.
You deny that you supported Mahmoud Khalil's deportation. You said
hang on,
whoa. You supported that deportation.
Clip this, guys.
For Israel or what?
Clip this, guys. This is a really, really great one. He said, I support, in general, people being
Pause
deported
it for
over
a
Israel.
second. Wait a second. Didn't Tim Pool
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter because Tim Pool doesn't believe in anything, and Tim Pool constantly, whether or not he realizes it, whether or not he's doing it intentionally, it doesn't really matter. Tim Pool doesn't strike me exactly as a intelligent individual, so it's quite possible that he can't keep up with what he said last week about one topic and what he feels about it now. But nonetheless, I mean, it's irrelevant. The point is, Tim, you lied. How dare they use Tim Pool's own words against them? Yeah.
criticize me for saying clip this?
Prop clipping. Prop clipping.
Prop clipping?
Now Tim thinks he's the prop clipper now.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Prop clipped has become the prop clipper.
I see.
I mean, use your tactics, their enemy's tactics on them.
But
I
I'll
guess.
say, I don't think Tim makes a good point here.
Whoa, you supported that deportation.
Clip this, guys.
For Israel or what?
Clip this, guys. This is a really, really great one. He said, I support in general
in
people
general
being deported.
people okay, so why don't you just clarify? Like Pisco is asking is clarifying whether or not you actually are okay with the deportation of Mahmoud Khalil. Pause it.
over Israel. Then, when challenged, he did the Mott and Bailey back to a single individual with certain contexts.
Well, that's why he's being deported, isn't he? And the same thing with Meza Ozturk.
Didn't he call to destroy Western
My
civilization?
point is made.
Hang on.
Oh God, I forgot to clip your PSA. Got to do it again at the end. Oh, no worries, no worries. Whenever you get a second. Tim ordering a Kevlar beanie.
Oh, pause, wait. His point was made. His point was made. You support people being deported because of their views on Israel. Oh, what are you talking about? You supported Khalil's deportation. Well, that's just one example of exactly what you're talking about.
The most high-profile, basically political prisoner for his political speech on Palestine.
This is where Tim Pool would, if he actually had a genuine position against it, would say, I did support that, but I didn't support this, and this example of what you're talking about because the Khalil deportation was specifically different on these terms. Now, Tim Pool won't say that because he doesn't believe that. He doesn't know of any other circumstances. Yeah. But he
can't even be that clever to try to like make it believable. I'm very sad that I ran out of smoke and only have one beer. Oof.
Needs to maintain this notion of like, yes, I am sort of against this, but I can't be too explicit about it. So let's Mott and Bailey.
Yeah, and also Mahmoud Khalil didn't say he's trying to end Western civilization.
I'm pretty sure Tim Pool doesn't even know what a Mott and Bailey actually is.
Oh, cool.
That's something he said. He's actually picked as a mediator between the activists and the administration because is fairly measured.
And because Jewish students said explicitly he's not anti-Semitic and we like dealing with him.
Yeah, so they're just making stuff up to justify it.
Okay.
Because they do support it.
Meza Ozturk.
Didn't he call to destroy Western civilization?
My point is made.
Hang on a second. He's being deported because he was critical of Israel.
You ask a question about a specific criminal context, but then try to
Criminal context? What is he being charged with criminally?
Well, let's see. You see, this is the game he's playing.
What's the game?
He's listening to me.
He's listening to what I'm saying, and he's trying to.
I know this listening game.
I know this make me define my terms.
Oh my God.
He's being deported because he was critical of Israel.
You ask a question about a specific criminal context, but then try to
Criminal context. What is he being charged with criminally?
Well, let's see. You see, this is the game he's playing. He'll say, you'll say something like, "Here's a guy who stabbed the baby. Should go to jail." And he was black, and you're like, "Yes." He was like, "Well, Tim said black people should go to jail." It's like, what the fuck are you talking
Wait, no.
about?
You supported someone who's
One guy, one time.
One guy.
one
because he
time.
was
It's not-
critical of Israel. That's why you did
One guy, one time. It was just one. Jesus.
support that. I mean, I had the
I did
conversation
not
with you.
Because of that, or because he did other things that were objectively
He's
immoral?
lying.
No, I'm not lying. What's the
Oh, this guy. I can't stand this guy. Isn't he like Timu Matt Walsh? Like, isn't that like the really like Nazi pastor? Like he is a super far right like Nazi pastor guy, right? Like he's Timu Matt Walsh, if I remember correctly. I it looks like him. They all seem to be different iterations of Matt Walsh. When is Tim getting a talk show in Moscow? I mean, why? He does it. He does it here. Different evolutions, if you will. Come on, man, relax.
lie?
Pause it. Oh, did he do other things that were objectively immoral? Like, list one.
That guy thinks women shouldn't be allowed to work.
Oh, all right. Well, that was it. Okay.
One woman, one time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to be too indulgent, but I do have to back up to where Tim Pool repeats, "One man, one time."
Hang on a second. He's being deported because he was critical of Israel.
You ask a question about a specific criminal context, but then try to
Criminal context. What is he being charged with criminally?
Well, let's see. You see, this is the game he's playing.
What's the game?
He'll say you'll say something like, "Here's a guy who stabbed the baby. Should go to jail." And he was black, and you're
My God, the only one playing games is you, Tim.
like, "Yes." He was like, "Well, Tim said black people should go to jail." It's like, what the fuck are you talking
Wait, no. You supported someone.
Pause it for a
One
second.
guy,
No.
One
You can do
guy.
one guy, one time in a second, but the analogy is not, here's a guy who stabbed a baby and he's black and Tim Pool wants black people to go to jail. The analogy
more Mon
is,
Bailey horse
here's a
shit.
guy who stabbed a baby. Incidentally, Tim is now equating criticizing Israel with stabbing a baby. But let's let that slide for a moment. What Tim is doing is,
Ooh, man. Emma's genuinely gleeful. I remember feeling like that once. I mean, you know, when you see the kind of stuff that these people seriously say, right? Like unironically, like Tim genuinely probably thinks that this is like, yeah, I got this, and I'm winning this spar in the battlefield of ideas. I mean, you gotta laugh, because if not, I actually missed Myanmar today, so I'm glad to catch this.
is saying, here's a guy who stabbed a baby, he should go to jail. And there's another guy who stabbed a baby, and I'm not going to talk about that.
No.
Here's a guy.
Well, no, it's more.
You're saying Tim is being criticized for suggesting that someone who stabs a baby should go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in this case, Tim is the one who has made that the equivalent of criticizing Israel. But his analogy is also...
Tim, this is beyond Tim's scope, honestly. If Sam were to sit down and try to explain that to him, this would be beyond Tim's scope. Ignorance is bliss. He's the smartest dumb person to walk the earth. Cosmopolitics rating in. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for bringing your wonderful community over for this small and cozy stream that we're just trying to get through. Given the incidents incident that has happened today. Tim Pool is the result of too much self-esteem work in grade school. Yep. What an effing day, man. Indeed. Folks, please go check out Cosmopolitics on Twitch. And also check out Movie Night Extravaganza on this space. Incidentally, after my show, on this space, Tuesdays, 8 p.m. is Movie Night Extravaganza. And of course, she also does a show separately on this space as well. Welcome in, folks.
Fake. It's amazing how hard he's running from this.
Because it's
Who
not,
is this guy that he's debating? Is this somebody he has regularly on the show? And it's really
I've seen this guy on Twitter. He's
Pisco.
good.
No,
Yeah.
I've seen him on the
taking Pool to school.
He's a good analyst on stuff. I've seen him on the Straighterade Twitch channel. I believe he has his own Twitch now, which might even be live. Yeah, this is Pisco.
But stabbing a baby is not free speech. Okay, so like I just want to tease it out just for a little bit longer. So it would be as if a black guy stabbed a baby in a different country.
One guy, one time.
Right, and then which I guess would be the Hamas attack, and then he would be saying that all black people who discuss the stabbing of the baby or the stem
Right, and yeah. Like Emma's here, like, you know, going in deep.
systemic reasons behind the stabbing of the baby.
You're trying too hard.
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to say how stupid it is.
It's so stupid, but you can't even.
She's right, just to be clear. She's right. It's just like it's just like it's so absurd to even give it that much time of even give it that much thought. Because again, if Emma were to sit down and try to explain this to Tim Pool, it would be above. It would just be above. It would be above his scope. Yeah, casting her pearls before swine. Exactly. Like, if she were to sit down and actually explain this, because again, she's right. It's just, Tim Pool's not going to get that. We're giving way too much thought on this, given who we're dealing with.
Make it like that analogy, because he's just either A, equating criticizing Israel to stabbing a baby, and then B, also switching the entire analogy. His analogy is wrong. Go ahead.
That's from the Bible. Yep.
You see, this is the game he's playing.
What's the game?
He'll say something. You'll say something like, "Here's a guy who stabbed a baby. She go to jail, and he was black." And you're like, "Yes." He was like, "Well, Tim said black people should go to jail." It's like, what the fuck are you talking?
Wait, no. You supported someone who's
One guy, one time, one guy, one
because
time.
he was critical of Israel. That's why you did support that.
That needs to be a sound drop. One guy, one time.
I mean, I had the
I did
conversation.
not
Because of that, or because he did other things that were objectively
He's
immoral?
lying.
No, I'm not lying. What's the lie? What are you in favor of his deportation then for?
I'm not.
You said you were when we had this conversation.
Oh my god. Wait, so now he's saying he doesn't support the deportation? Yeah, it sounds like an engine revving. Now now Comrade Tim Pool is on the record saying that he no longer supports the deportation of Mahmoud Khalil. Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic stuff.
Americans shouldn't be in the country.
No, I said that the State Department has unilateral authority under the law to deport whoever they want.
But you think it's wrong for them to try to deport Mahmoud Khalil?
Does your brain work, brother?
Well, can you answer that?
Do you understand the distinction between someone speaking and getting deported and the State Department having the authority to do so under color of
Okay,
law?
so do you agree with them doing that?
I believe that Marco Rubio has the authority under the law.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna oh my god. This would literally make me freaking scream. If I had to have this conversation with somebody and like they pulled this line on me, I would literally like I would be on the borderline of crashing out. Nick Fuentes was like, one guy, one time.
As passed by the
This
American
is
people.
the exact same thing he always does. This is what he did with capital punishment too, right? He did the exact same thing. What do you like?
Well, I'm just saying that the State Department has the authority to do it. Okay, brother, What do you believe in? Oh my
Is
god.
Like, is there literally somebody behind the scenes going like, if you say he shouldn't have been deported, we are pulling money out of your bank account. He is so desperate not to say this.
It's interesting.
He has really got this formula down because he does the same thing with capital punishment. When I question him about it, I was like, oh, no, they could have committed capital punishment, even though he said should. Now you're just being now it's just semantics.
You're playing games, Sam. He's not that smart. He's not that convicted. He just wants to get paid, and he is. True. That's true.
I just want to point out, just when you say, is there someone behind the scenes? I'm not saying that this is the case, but we all...
Actually, I don't have that right, but Tiny Tim isn't ready for that conversation. Did you guys hear about Charlie Kirk? Nah. Effed up about Charlie Kirk? What do you mean by that? He was assassinated? Okay. Who cares? Alright, Charlie who? Yeah, not much beyond to say that. He was a garbage human being, so I don't really care. I've basically said what I had to say. I just realized Charlie Kirk was at an event where he was advocating against gun control. Life has the strangest ironies. Yep. Yep, he was literally talking about gun violence. You're effed in the head. Bye. I don't care. I really don't. Are we supposed to cry over a fascist? We're not. But perhaps this could be a conversation about gun violence and gun control. Are we ready to have that conversation? Are we ready to have that conversation or not? Or is this just the or is this just another unfortunate event that is worth it to keep our Second Amendment? His words, not mine. Or is this just another unfortunate event that is worth it to keep our Second Amendment? Let his family change his legacy and fight for gun control now. I mean, like, I don't know if his family would even do that, but the conversation could be about that. Cars are like guns, you can misuse them and people can die if you do. The difference is that cars are not meant to kill people. Like, this is a silly analogy. Like, a car's function is to drive you from point A to point B. It's a vehicle. Like, yeah, you can use a car to kill people, but there's only really one, there's pretty much only one use case for guns. And as Heat just pointed out, and Bipedal Meatbag point out, both of these things are true. You both need a license and insurance. No? Okay. What? Yeah, if only we had some kind of license to have a car or something. Wouldn't that be authoritarian? Yep. I know. Troll knockoff day. I know it's gonna be. I don't intend to stream that long. By the way, but yeah. The video next is good. Do not post any of that. Oh, okay. I know, like, just as a PSA, do not post any of those links on any chats. Not just this one, but I would say, in general. Okay, this is a PSA. Please do not post any of those links in any chat. No, I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying, like, just as an addendum to the PSA that I made earlier today. Do not post any of those links. Do not say, again, I will say it again. Do not post anything. Do not post anything on social media that will get you a visit from strange men in suits in a small room with your lawyer. That's it. Yeah, common sense, exactly. Please, common sense. Also, it wasn't like Charlie Kirk was some random Republican in bumfuck Ohio. He's a political advocate and insanely influential, and that his organization funneled millions Republican orgs. He dedicated his life to make other people's lives worse. Yeah, 100%. None of that. No lies detected. So that's why I don't care. Like, literally, Charlie Kirk's entire career was dedicated to making this place to making this a worse place. That's it. Like, that's the underpinning of all of this. Is that I just don't care. I just don't care. Yeah, no endorsing violence. None of that. No, nothing against TOS. Nothing like that. So again, the issue is more like I just don't care. I just don't care. He dedicated his career into making this a worse place, into making it a theocratic fascist country who oppresses minorities and people that don't look like him, that aren't white. That's it. That's how he lived, and that's why I don't care. Yeah, we can leave it at that. Again, folks, please, not just in this chat, but in all chats, Hassan's chat, any other lefty streamer or YouTube video or YouTuber that you like, just please, it doesn't matter how you feel, maintain that TOS, maintain common sense, and remember, the best legal advice is to not say anything. Okay, STFU, and practice common sense. I'm dead serious. This is mostly for our protection, and which is why I said on top of that, folks, it's a great time to close ranks. It's a great time to close ranks. If you're it's a great time to close ranks and to kind of come together and make sure that everyone's okay and make sure that people are being protected, because, hey, look, unfortunately, this could result in further ripple effects, and I want people to be prepared to and vigilant, mostly. Hopefully Charlie Kirk will still have leopards in the afterlife. Rip TikTok. I'm not on that site, but TikTok is ripping this to shreds. I'm not on TikTok either. TikTok will be 100% banned. I don't know. I guess we shouldn't vote for leopards shooting people's faces party.
We do know that Tim was seeking some funding mechanisms that ended up being, Russian money going.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mark and Craig, Hot Brothers at Law. We've been warning people, if you are working for an unlicensed dispensary, an illegal dispensary, and it gets raided, you need to shut the fuck up. If you shut the fuck up, you have a good chance that we can make the case go away. Case in point, 3 employees of an illegal shop were busted during a raid. 2 of them said, "Oh, I'm just volunteering here." The third guy shut the fuck up. And the DA did not prosecute the guy who shut the fuck up. They can't prove what you were doing there. If you're a customer, a patient, you walked in to go to the bathroom, they don't know. You got to shut the fuck up, and it's Shut the Fuck Up Friday. So review the script. What do you say when the cop first pulls you over?
Why'd you pull me over?
And when he keeps asking questions?
Not discussing my day.
And they ask more questions?
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
And if detained, what do you say?
I invoke the 5th.
And then what do? You
shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up Friday. Never answer questions when the cops ask.
Have safe holiday.
Yeah, never answer questions from the cops. And never, again, do not post stuff. Do not post stuff that will find you in a situation that will find you in a situation that will get you in trouble. All right, easy chat, easy. Y'all are, you know, Icarus. Y'all are flying too close to the sun there. Again, this is for anyone in chat and anyone posting in YouTube comments, on other people's chats, on other people's streams. Common sense, okay? It's just like that, okay? It's just have to be we are Icarus flying too close to Twitch moderation. How am I gonna think it was Charlie flying too high? What do you mean?
Through some sort of like fake man.
Yeah, right. He got it through
Lauren Southern.
It was reported a few months ago that Benjamin Netanyahu and Tim Pool met, along with Dave Rubin. We also know that Benjamin Netanyahu's son, who is of fighting age, but he's in a Miami high-rise, is a big fan of Tim Pool and often tweets about it. I just wanted to throw that out there because there's a lot of foreign money.
One time.
One time. That was Lauren Chen, not Lauren Southern. Apologies for getting them.
No.
I believe that Marco Rubio has the authority under the law as passed by the American
exercise
people.
authority in that context.
Pause it for 1 second. I will also say that while the State Department may have the right to revoke visas, if it is found that they're doing it specifically because of free speech, the Supreme Court has also found that that is what curbs their ability to do it. You can in fact have a power that the government has, but if it is exercised based upon principles that are anti-constitutional or against the Constitution, then they don't have the ability to do that. That is, free speech is specifically where the government does not punish people because of their speech. And so even if they have the ability to do something...
I mean, he is a proverbial Icarus flying next to the sun for how long now, but everyone amazed by what has happened needs to chill out. I wish it wasn't a gun, Julie, but what the conservatives have to say. Oh, like, yeah, I'm not saying... No, what I'm saying is we have to abide by terms of service because of Twitch. And that's pretty much it. And, like, I don't give a shit about Charlie Kirk. Okay, I really don't. And yes, Charlie Kirk was a product... Charlie Kirk was a product of his own stochastic terrorism, okay? He was literally in the middle of trying to debate whether or not we should have more gun control. Does that make sense? I get what you're saying. I'm just saying that, like, let's just, you know, keep it within TOS. Not a win for democracy either way. Oh no, like the whole thing is Hambless welcome. The whole thing is a bit all of it, like, man, it's not good. It's not great. Not because I give a shit about Charlie Kirk, but because I also I care more about also the ripple effects that all this has. Because of all the downstream effects. In fact, I talked about it, and I urge people to be vigilant. Okay, I urge people who are lefties. I urge people who are minorities to be vigilant and protect each other and stay safe. No matter what side of the political aisle, nobody should be celebrating the death of Ozzy Osbourne. He made war pigs and paranoid. Have some goddamn respect.
If they do it because it is spurred by speech that the government doesn't like, then it becomes unconstitutional.
Middle, sometimes maybe.
No, in Mahmoud Khalil's case, do you support his deportation?
I think that's a great case. It's perfectly
I
consistent
would say
with his overall
C
position.
minus. I don't care.
It's
No,
perfectly
whether you care or not,
Rage
do you think
quit.
that
His
it should
position.
happen?
I believe that the State Department has the authority to do so,
not
and
asking
I
whether
don't
they have
care whether they
authority.
do. I don't care whether they do or don't.
He's smashing the controller right now.
No, you're saying that you don't care, as in
So
you're
let me
indifferent. You're
say-
indifferent whether they do it or not.
Indeed. So let me say this: when I said in the last debate, Marco Rubio, under the law, has the authority to do so, and I don't really care. He then came here and said Tim thinks people should be deported for speech about it.
Yes, because you're not answering the question. Who cares if Marco Rubio has the authority? That's not what's being asked here. What's being asked, for the record, is whether or not you believe that Mahmoud Khalil should have been deported. And is that a violation of free speech? I suspect the shooter was right-wing, and that will come out soon. It's possible. It's possible. I saw on Twitter, some of the groypers were, let's say, how do we put this? Some of the groypers were okay with what happened. Does that make sense? I saw some comments from some groypers. They didn't seem too miffed about what happened. Crabbery for someone passing, crabbery for assassinations are not the same to me. Oh, I respect that. Just praying for him so people know he's dead and still prayers help and send donations. Nah, you don't need that.
Israel. You see the distinction?
No,
there?
you're fine with it. You're fine with them doing that, aren't you?
Fine with and don't care are different things.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
He takes a sip for his
buddy.
applause break.
Exactly. Actually, go back. Let's get that sip, because he actually thinks he's cooking here, which is very funny.
You're fine with it. You're fine with them doing that, aren't you?
Fine with and don't care are different things.
So,
Then why do you do this, bro?
What are you talking about?
No, it's
Why?
not.
What is the point?
He does care.
Because acts like this spread. Oh, I agree. I that's a part of my concern. Charlie Kirk is not of my concern. That's not the issue here. I agree with you, Hambless. You can say that all you want, Boba Fett, but the reality is guns are meant to do one thing, which is exactly that. Kill things. You can cope with that all you want. You can cope and try to pretzel your way by saying that like, oh well, I only use it for, it doesn't matter. Guns are very specific tools that are meant to do one thing. I'm not talking about self-defense, dude. You can struggle. You can struggle and you can, no, bro, listen, bro. No, dude, you cannot compare a car and a gun. It's just apples to oranges, dude. Whether you're hunting or whether you use, that gun for self-defense, there's a reason why you use a gun for self-defense, right? Because it's meant to do one thing. Why do you think the military uses guns? Well, but some guns are put on ships, and those guns are it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point is, they are meant to do one thing. Destroy whatever's in front of that bullet, which is a very deliberate tool to do what it's meant to do. What else does a gun do? It shoots things at high velocity. For what purpose? Yeah, peacekeeping. The excuse of gun stopping a tyrant to stay in the White House has gone old. Trump is sending the National Guard everywhere. In cases where one has backfired, the court's rule does not fault because the purpose of a gun is to kill. Yeah, like you can't compare the whole argument. The problem with the argument was that they were trying to compare guns to cars. Like, oh well, if you misuse a car, you can kill people. You can kill a person. Well, if I misuse this piece of wood, you can definitely like hurt somebody with this, right? But that's not the purpose of this piece of wood. The purpose of this piece of wood is to actually hold my drinks. It's very deliberate. This is a coaster. In fact, you can see, right? You can see that it is you can see that it is actually a coaster. Meant to have a drink on top of it. If you misuse a car, you can kill someone. If you misuse a gun, you can kill someone. If you use the gun correctly, you can kill someone. Yeah, and also, like, the purpose of the car isn't to kill people or to, the purpose of the car is to be a vehicle. It's to get you from one place to another. Like, to say that, oh, well, it's just like a car. If you misuse it, like, no, man. How else could you possibly misuse a gun other than to kill someone by accident? This makes no sense. Anyways. Yeah, just keep it civil. And I am once again asking people to mind your TOS. Okay? And listen, I own firearms, okay? So please don't come at me with nonsense arguments. We should be having a serious discussion about gun control in this country. Honestly, I'm okay with there being fewer cars on the road. We should invest in better transit options. Oh, I don't disagree with that. Yep, for a car, you need a license, insurance, and registration. Yep. No, we should have an antidepressant control in this country. What are you talking about? Anyone on antidepressants should not own a gun? Okay, or maybe we can have a broader conversation about, first of all, about mental health in this country and how it should be, and how we should have, and how we should have, free healthcare. But this is a separate conversation from how do we address the gun problem? How do we address the gun epidemic? Right? How do we address the gun violence? Because just saying like, oh well, people who are on antidepressants shouldn't have a gun, but that doesn't solve the problem. An object is not a problem. The problem is crazy people doing wrong things with dangerous objects. So why would you allow so many dangerous objects then? This is like saying like, hey, there's a kid on the playground who is smacking people with a stick. Your solution is like, well, that's just a stick. Perhaps, if we take away the damn stick. Holy crap. If I don't get it. No, that's just okay. You're just being purposely obtuse. You're being purposely obtuse. Like, are you like a fan of Pim Tool? Waxing Philosophical rating in. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Welcome in, folks. Please go check out waxing_philosophical. %3 of the population almost owns 50% of the guns. Yeah, but we don't have a gun problem. I'm purposely obtuse sometimes, not usually in leftist streams. No, I'm not. I'm not saying you are. I'm asking Doc Watson. Like, are you like a Tim Pool fan? Are you being purposely obtuse? Most car does. Okay, you're just not even listening. All right, you're not listening. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. And you're desperately trying to just say whatever to avoid actually talking about the topic. But yeah, I mean, if you couldn't understand the basic analogy of like, hey, there's a child who's hitting the other children, and you're like, well, I don't know, the stick is just an object, and instead of just saying take away the stick, it doesn't make any sense. All of this to avoid, this is why we never get anywhere. All of this to avoid a genuine conversation about gun control and gun violence in this country. And we can't even talk about the actual guns. Unbelievable. Anyways. Yeah, I will help with that, Michael Hasser. Folks, hey, listen, folks. If somebody doesn't want to be added and doesn't want to be talked to, just let it be. Just let it be. Leave the mods alone. It's a bit of it's a bit of a day today, okay? Leave the mods alone. Don't add the mods. It's a day today. It's a day today. Yeah, today's not the day, folks. Just let it be. Just let it be. We get to play with our food then? Only for a little bit, okay? Only a little bit. Hey, Sarah's, how's it going? Anyway, it's 9:10. Don't forget to leave milk and cookies for George W. Anyways, let's just try to finish this real quick.
This is the thing. Is that he's always talking about free speech and whatnot. He does care. It's just that for whatever reason, people come up with their own conclusions as to why he is so terrified to take a position on it. Like he takes positions on all these other things. It's not that he doesn't care. It's that he's afraid to say it, because if he says he's okay with Khalil being deported because of what he said about Israel, he knows he's going to lose part of his audience.
Yep.
But if he says he's against Khalil for being deported because of his thoughts on Israel, he could probably lose something else. Maybe it's funding. Maybe it's some other part of his audience. Who knows? Who knows?
I like him using "I don't care" there, just because I am thinking a little bit about.
I wonder where he heard that.
Where he got that. It's odd that he's using both the clipping part.
I didn't even notice that emote. Jesus Christ, that's actually kind of funny. Where is this emote from? I didn't even notice. Heat, if you didn't point that out, I wouldn't have even noticed. That went right by me. It's my favorite.
And the "I don't care."
It's like
Sam
on
quote.
some level, like Tim Pool has, in many respects, studied me to try and learn
It feels that way.
a technique. But it's like when your student just maybe has like a dyslexia or something like that, and he just can't quite get it.
That's an analogy. It's not accusing Tim of having dyslexia or being ableist.
I don't
Yes.
think Tim has dyslexia. No, dyslexia is a challenge. The words get switched
Understood.
up. It's tough to read, and and left untreated, it's very, very difficult to learn things. I'm not saying that Tim has dyslexia.
He just might need extra. He needs a little extra kind of push for him to understand some of these concepts.
No, I just think there are some things that he can't understand. And maybe there are some things where it's just too expensive for him to understand.
Exactly.
The dude has an entire empty skateboard, indoor park.
Can you imagine the electricity bill on that kind of thing?
Well, the electricity bill, and I imagine he also thought like there would be more people using it, and it wouldn't just be him every day.
Yeah.
She was
riding
offered a tour, sushi,
With
and
the
poker
boys.
with the boys.
He does have folks that come and watch him.
Milton Apathy says,
They're not on the payroll
he's your
at all.
son. You failed as a parent, Sam. In many respects, I did.
Yeah.
In many respects, I did fail, Tim. So
Oh,
I am sorry.
we can't put all that on Sam. Like I said, there's no world where Sam can sit down and actually explain these things to Tim Pool, and Tim Pool genuinely responding to this. Okay, so I mean, it is what it is.
I did my best.
He copied something you did.
Yes, he said, you're getting emotional, Sam.
Yeah, exactly. He's like a mimic.
He's
like a bad mimic.
seems like it bothers him a little. Yeah, I mean, some of those more viral clips, I guess. But
Well, and someone told me that he's upset because whenever he searches himself on YouTube, whenever he searches Tim Pool, because we say Tim Pool so much, apparently he gets videos that we did about Tim Pool.
we should stop saying Tim Pool so much because Tim Pool might be upset, and that's not very nice to Tim
It's
Pool.
unfair to Tim Pool.
Yeah, Tim Pool is a grown ass man. Allegedly, it is alleged that he is a grown man.
That
it's
goes
true.
so far beyond the pale. I just can't even.
Yeah, Southern debutante.
I just can't even.
Just can't.
Yeah.
All right. We're out of time. We didn't get the phone calls today. Dave Rubin's lab coat. Tim's such a small man who gets smaller with each perceived slight against him. A fascinating study in loserdom. Let's see. Sunset Lakes PBD. Sunset Lakes PBD, MR's most valued sponsor.
For you. Give it to
Won't
Vinny.
hurt your productivity.
Give Vinny some of the relaxing
What is the name of
bites.
that thing? Manectomy or mamectomy?
Manect.
Manect.
What?
Give Vinny some gummies.
You know Manect?
No.
It's like Discord, but
or Cameo.
it's like Cameo, but you could ask them questions directly.
Okay.
And they'll answer your questions. And it's called Manect because you're connecting with me. I think.
Or men.
No, I think it's for the people on Her Talk also can Manect.
Oh.
I was wrong. It's not for men.
Oh my god.
Did you put that up, or are people gonna have to guess who we're
I
laughing
can
at?
guess.
People are going to have to guess. It's probably not a huge mystery.
Well, people can make a bet on Poly Market what we were.
Manect.
Whoopsies.
Whoopsies.
71 consultations.
Well,
5-star rating.
it's an extension of his business, which is business consulting. Right. So he probably has multi-tiers, and Manect is sort of the retail version of it.
Do you have that ka-ching sound drop?
$25 for a text answer, $100 for a video answer, $15 per minute video call.
Wow.
$15 per minute?
Yeah.
Wow.
Some good reviews here.
So $900
What are
an
you
hour?
reading?
What is that? I'm trying to figure out. Like, what
There's
is
a
that?
bunch
Is
of
it
5-star
$900 an hour?
My goodness.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. What is $15 per minute?
I can't do math in my head. So, like,
Yeah, what's 150
if you put a gun in
times
my head, I
five?
would just get murdered. Ask
Yeah.
me to do that.
All right, I
It's
can't.
250, I think. No, I can't. do
Whatever.
math, yeah.
Dang.
Forget it. Well, you know what we could do?
Manect.
Manect.
It's $900. Sam was correct. Sam's the ultimate math nerd.
It's $900 an hour.
Oh my god. That's what like lawyers bill.
Hey, 5-star rating.
Thank you for calling me.
I didn't hear that one. It sounds fun though. The fun half for the M Majority Report is great.
Look. Here's this.
I want to call the who's the guy with the glasses, the smart one?
Oh, Tom?
Yeah,
Tom, the policy
Tom, you gotta call Tom the policy guy. Find out how much it is.
Explain the tariffs to me, Tom.
Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should
Do
check
you?
that out.
In this video, you literally said you don't have time for phone calls. You liar. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, wait, I think it is here. Okay, I think I found it. This is the fun half. I have the same problem with math. I don't have any problem doing it as long as no one's watching. If I have to do math in front of people, my brain breaks. I feel that. Sometimes that happens to me. I was raised to think that girls are bad at math, but I'm actually pretty good at it. That's wild because I am horribly bad at math. Say for like basic arithmetic, like I'm actually pretty quick on the draw. I'd like to thank Magic the Gathering for that. But like math in general, I'm pretty bad at. However, Mrs. Truth is pretty good at math, way more advanced than I am. She's way more advanced. She can do a lot more calculations and stuff Like I couldn't do like half the stuff that she can do. So yeah, I mean, like that's just nonsense that girls are bad at math. That's wild. Straight A's in high school. Nice. And I had trouble in math in high school.
Hey, Emma, please.
Well, I feel that my voice is sorely lacking on the majority report.
Wait,
Look, exam is unpopular.
I do deserve a vacation at Disney World. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome Emma to the show.
It is Thursday.
I think you need to take over for Sam.
Yes, please. No. I'm gonna pause you right there.
wait, what?
You can't encourage Emma to live like this. And I'll tell you why. So was offered to tour, sushi, and poker with the boys. Tour?
He's got like a real dump job too. Yep. Yeah, whatever works. I don't know why. I mean, if it works for you, you know. I live to the Asian stereotype about being good at math.
And poker with the boys. So was offered to tour, sushi, and poker with the boys. What? Tour, sushi, and poker.
Seems upset.
Tour, sushi, and poker with the boys. So was offered to tour, sushi, and
That's what we call the biz.
tour, sushi, and poker with the boys.
Right.
Tour, sushi, and poker.
We're gonna get demonetized.
I just think that what you did to Tim Pool was mean.
Free speech.
That's not what we're about here. Look at how sad he's become now. You shouldn't even talk about it. I think you're responsible.
I probably am in a certain way, but let's get to the meltdown here.
Tour, sushi, and poker with the boys.
Oh my God.
Wow. It's a banger.
I'm sorry, I'm losing my fucking mind. So was offered to tour, sushi, and poker with the boys.
Logic.
Tour, sushi, and poker with the boys. Boy. Tour.
I think I'm like a little kid. 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 I think I'm like a little kid.
Had this debate 7,000 times.
A little kid. I think I'm like a little kid. I think I'm like a kid.
Tour. I'm losing my fucking mind.
Some people just don't understand.
So I'm not trying to be a dick right now, but like, I absolutely think the U.S. should be providing me with a wife and kids.
That's not what we're talking about here. Okay, all right.
It's not a fun job. Tour?
That's a real thing. That's a real thing. Real thing. Willy Wonka's work. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. Real thing. What's that offered a tour? That's a real thing. That's a real thing. Real thing. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. Real thing. What's that offered a tour?
Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Rogan has done it again.
That offered a tour? That's a real thing. That's poker with the boys.
I think he might be blowing it out of proportion.
Real thing. That's poker with the boys. That offered a tour? That's a real thing. That's poker.
Let's go, Joe.
Tour? Sushi and poker with the boys.
Take it easy, Dan.
Tour? Sushi and poker.
Things have really gotten out of hand.
Sushi and poker with the boys.
Delusional.
Tour?
Deluded.
Sushi.
You don't have a clue as to what's going on. Live YouTube.
Sam has like the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Pogger.
I don't want to do the show anymore. It was so much easier when the majority report was just you. You were happy.
Let's change the subject.
Rangers and Knicks are doing great.
Now shut up. I don't want people saying reckless things on your program.
That's
Now,
one of the most difficult parts about this show.
This is a pro-killing podcast.
I'm thinking maybe it's time we bury the hatchet.
Left is best. Trump Violet.
Tour?
Don't be foolish and don't fucking tweet at me.
Some of these images will haunt me. I think this, yeah, this is pretty cool.
This cucked all of these people. Love it.
That's where my heart is. So I wrote my honors thesis about it.
She wrote an honest thesis. I guess I should hand the main mic to you now.
You want to go right with me on foreign policy.
We already fund Israel, dude. Are you against that?
That's a tougher question. I have an answer.
Incredible theme song.
Hi, Bumbler.
Emma Viglin, absolutely one of my favorite people. Actually, not just in the game, like period.
Beautiful. Joe Rogan has a cat crapping into a cat box. I mean, Joe Rogan he kind of set the stage for that. I love that they put Michael Brooks in there. Yep. What are you talking about, Z-Cred? You being banned in Tina's chat is not a great look. It's not a great start. What are you talking about? Ow, cat just bit me. I just asked if he can explain what was said about Joe Rogan. Oh, Joe Rogan, like, perpetuated a nonsense conspiracy theory about children and cat boxes, and led to a lot of bigotry, or helped pour more gasoline into just anti-queer bigotry. Joe Rogan is a disgusting transphobe for real. Yep. And that was a shout out to his to the story that he perpetuated about children and litter boxes in school, which is proven to be obviously nonsense. Yeah, the issue was about TOS Haberlenin, but just just mind TOS. Let's move on. Anyways. Mouselander, hey, welcome. Can we all get along? No, we can't. Anyways. I think we should stop here, right? Why go over news? There's not much. It's an incredibly, like, I'm not even gonna lie, folks. It's an incredibly stressful day. Was that like, why was that necessary? Didn't I literally say to not go after the mods and stop answering to people who don't want to be added? Anyways, thoughts of how the administration will handle this opportunity for more lawful hindrances? I don't know how the administration's going to handle this. I don't know how much they can spin this. I don't know how much they can spin this. I guess we'll have to see. I think some people here need to take a break. I agree. Look, it's a rough day, folks. And I even made a mention. Yeah, it's been a day. And I literally said that. Like, hey folks, please just chill out. It's been a day. So yeah, the mods are going to be and should be more heavy-handed today because of the situation that we're dealing with. It's that simple. It's that simple. Like we're gonna be a lot more a lot more tighter today because of the situation. We don't need this. We don't need this today. Thank you for the sub, Echo Resto Dragon. Plus, we're grumpy from all the extra work. Yeah, thank you. Respect shouldn't go out the window just because you're behind a keyboard. Yeah, a round of tequila for everyone. Jesus Christ. I don't even feel like doing any news. I mean, like, I genuinely have a headache right now. Like, from what? How long ago was it? Like, 3-4 hours ago? How long did this thing even happen? Like, I genuinely have, like, a headache from all of this. People just love to stir the pot. Yep. Are you drinking water? Yeah, I made sure to drink water before stream. Thank you for that, Nisa Simpson. I made sure to drink a little bit before stream. But yeah, I don't know. I've been just, my eyes have been like glued open to the screen, watching everything happen and update in real time. And it seems to me like the more updates I get and the more like the scope of the situation starts to kind of, become clear. It's not great. All in all, folks, the situation and stability of this country, it's quite clear that it's FUBAR, folks. Again, this is nothing to do with just Charlie Kirk in particular, but this is this is emblematic of the situation that we find ourselves in this country in this day and age, and it is unsettling. I'm not gonna lie, it's unsettling. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more concerned about everybody else's safety. I'm more concerned about folks. Again, please be safe. Okay, please be vigilant. Okay, please be vigilant and stay safe. And once again, I'm gonna make this PSA announcement here since there's quite a few people here. If you're out there, there's a couple of things that I want to say again, just so that we wrap up and do all of this here. There's a couple of things that I want to say, folks. Once again, please do not post anything on any social media that will attract the attention of people in suits that will show up to your house and want to have a conversation with you. Do not post anything. Do not Fed post. Do not post anything that could be perceived as possibly Fed posting, not just in this chat, but in any other chat or comment section or wherever. Okay? Please don't do any of that. Yes, and STFU. Okay? Do not do any of that. And again, stay vigilant and stay safe. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Heath. Thank you, Michael Hester, for modding the chat. Again, folks, hey, tomorrow, I don't even know about tomorrow. We'll see how things go because stuff's kind of, it's kind of heavy right now. And I'm a bit uncomfortable. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, unless you're on your deathbed like me. Yeah, I mean, like, I'll see what happens. But we might just make it another like quick short stream. We didn't even make it to 2 hours. I didn't like Charlie Kirk, but rip. There's nothing to mourn there. There's nothing to mourn. Fuck that guy. Anyways. Take care, Michael. Alright, folks. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go play some video games, folks. That's it for me today. I'm gonna go play some video games. Thank you all for being here. Please stay safe. Please take care of each other. Do all the things. I'm not even gonna do my whole spiel. Do all the things, folks. Check out this space. All the things. Head to the Discord, folks. Have a good day. Thank you. Games and food. That sounds great to me also. Also, thank you for the stream. No problem. No problem. Stay safe, everybody. That's the main important thing, folks. Please stay safe. And nothing tequila can't cure. Please stay safe. Take care of each other. I love y'all, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. See ya. Yeah, watch some South Park or Archer, whatever. It's time to chill, folks. I hope my husband brought tequila. I'm pretty sure there's something around here. All right, folks. Hang tight. We're heading out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye.